Like guns and vehicles, a family favorite that many appear not to consider also requires the implementation or the possession, that is, of a license. In this week's edition of Things You Should Know, Cleopatra Murphy explains what that is and why.
It is that time of year once again to license your dog, but unfortunately there is one problem. Inspector at the Bahamas Humane Society, Valentino Armely, says the Ministry of Agriculture has had this policy in place for years. Unfortunately, many in the public are not aware.
I don't think they're advertising it as much. And I think what they need to do is advertise it more and let the people know that, hey, every year it's a must that you license your dogs. You know, just as well as like how the Bahamas Humane Society educate people that are neuter and spaying their dogs. You understand? Because of the population of so many dogs on the road. So I think the best thing they should do is advertise it, to say, hey, and reinforce it.
The cost on average to license a dog in New Providence is $2 and mere cents for Family Islanders. Dogs should be registered by January 1st each year, and licenses expire by December 31st. Armely explains why it is important to license man's best friend.
There's so many complaints you get about people dogs roaming the road, just as like people dogs biting neighbors and biting people who walk on the road exercising. And when you get the dog, sometimes people say it isn't their dog and it be their dog. So with your dog having a license and a license with a tag, a license and it has a tag on it, you could know identify the dog, who dog is it.
Armely says the licensing process does not take very long and urges members of the public to become compliant.
It takes 10 minutes. Sometimes you don't meet people there, sometimes you meet people there. You understand? I mean, it's more than one thing going on at Ministry of Agriculture, but it wouldn't take long. The maximum time I think it'll take is 30 minutes. Not only the license, what you should do is come in at any vet department store, get a name tag, put your name on it, your number, so if your dog is lost, someone see a dog, they could call you just as well as please license your dogs, because you don't know when agriculture is coming at you.
He says licensing your dog is best for pets and owners. Dogs found roaming and deemed a nuisance can be impounded, and owners can face a $100 fine or 20 days behind bars. Cleopatra Murphy, ZNS Network News.